Good afternoon, y'all. You notice that when I start a video, nearly always I check my clock because I never know what time it is. Now, I'm on my way to the grocery store, and I thought that I would do an update for you on Hazel. Now, last night, and up to this point, she wasn't doing it. But last night, she started shaking her head, scratching at her ear, just one of them, and walking tilted. Her head was tilted. So all of us who have animals know that those are big signs of ear problems. And we know that Hazel has been having ear problems for a while now. So, I really didn't have any choice than to make her, I'm going to try to find a place in the shade, y'all. It's not so much hot out, but there's a certain place I usually always park at this particular grocery store. And I'm going to park right here. Okay, so I didn't have any choice, y'all. I had to take Hazel to Banfield. Now, I'm in Tacoma, Washington. Y'all know that. Got my long sleeves down. They're not hiked up like usual because it's chilly here. It's going to get into like the 50s at night, high 40s. That's pretty cold for me. But anyway, I had to take Hazel in. So I took her in, and first they wanted me to drop her off. And they said, well, we'll have her out by 2 o'clock. And I said, I can't do that. I can't drop her off. And they said, well, I'm sorry, we don't have any appointments, and we're getting new equipment installed, so we have to have all our animals out of the clinic by 2 o'clock. So I said, okay. And then I called another Banfield office, which she suggested to me. I think I got a different lady, but I got the same Banfield. So when I told her how fidgety and how nervous she got, she said, well, can you bring her in at 11? And I said, yes, I can. Thank you. Thank you. So I gave Hazel a little bit of her trazodone, which y'all know helps her to not be as anxious. Now, I didn't have enough notice to give it to her as early as I would like to so that it is, fully effective. But it had started to work by the time we got there. So we went in, and I explained to the assistant, I explained to the vet that came in everything that had happened and what was going on with Hazel. And of course, they were pretty, they didn't say anything about what her treatment was, blah, blah, blah. So they looked at her ears, and I was, the technician that was helping was able, y'all, it's chilly out here, was able to hold her, and Hazel was trying to bite her, but it's not, she doesn't bite. It's that she just wants to, whatever. So the assistant was just like, it doesn't bother me. I'm not going to muzzle her. And so they checked her ears, and they took swabs of both ears. And the assistant asked me, she said, has Hazel had this skin thing And I said, yep. She's had it for a long time. And they keep trying to treat it, and it'll get better for a while, and then it gets worse. And she said, well, I'm going to take some samples of it and see what's going on with her. So when she came back, she told me she has something called, or was that her ears? Y'all, I can't remember, but she has rods, RODS. Now, I'm not certain. I could probably look on her paperwork and see. Let me tell you, this appointment was not cheap. And they never are. I don't know whether this rods thing, they did an ear swab and cytology and stain. And so they looked at her, wow. Wow. Okay. So it sounds like my baby has, they did general assessment. The finding was her overall condition needs improvement. Coat and skin, abnormal dew claw, abnormal nail, skin condition, eyelid issue, ear discharge, ear canal issue, dental issue, and gum issue. Okay, so they found all of this, and Hazel gets her gets her teeth cleaned every year. So her skin has two different types of things going on with it. And after they looked at it under a microscope, they came in and they told me. So, more apoquel, ear flush, which they had given me before. I think I have this at home. Ear drops. It says monitor for signs of head tilt, coordination, and circling, which was what she was doing last night. What is this? Simplicef, which is for her ears. Okay. No, that's for her skin. Sorry. And shampoo. Now, the ear flush I do every other day, I think. The ear drops I do every day. The shampoo I do 3 times a week. And with the shampoo, I am supposed to keep her sudsed up with that shampoo for 5 to 10 minutes. I'd like to see me holding Hazel down for 5 whole minutes. And I was telling them, well, does this mean I'm going to have to drug my baby up like 3 times a week? But of course, you just do the best you can. And I will put a timer or my phone in the bathroom with me to try to make sure that I'm holding her down, holding it in there for 5 minutes. Now, I will say I was impressed with this technician, and I was impressed with the doctor. They did her ear exam. They did everything in there with me. They did not take her to the back. They did say that the medication that was used on her ears can have some side effects. And what they were alluding to, I'm almost 100% sure, was the deafness issue. Now, they're not going to, they did tell me that her eardrums are intact. I told them, I said, you know what? When she came home after this treatment, totally deaf, I get that accidents happen. I get that mistakes are made. I just wanted somebody to tell me what was what. And of course, they said, we understand, blah, blah, blah. We're going to check her eardrums and make sure an eardrum has not been damaged, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, all in all, y'all, I was very satisfied with this visit for Hazel. Now, it is very difficult, if not almost impossible, for me to measure out the ear cleaner 10 drops. I'm gonna, I guess, I don't know, I'll get an eyedropper, but it's very hard for me to hold her head still and make sure I'm getting those drops in there. But I will do the best I can. I don't know what else to do. And I don't have anybody to help me with that. Now, I may ask my little neighbor, Stephanie. So that's the update on Hazel, y'all. And sweetie, when I mentioned that, I think you told me about pack, they had never heard of that before. So for now, she had to go back to Banfield. I'm out of state. She has a follow-up appointment in 2 weeks, and I told them, well, what if I'm not here? And they said, well, if you can't bring her back to us, all her notes are going to be in the system, and they will know what they're checking for and what to do. So I will make sure that if we're back home before the 10 days is up, that they know really to check her chart, so to speak, and to look at all the notes and everything that was given to her by the vet up here. I know that everybody wanted me to find another vet. The cost of Hazel's treatment and exam and all that. Now, because I have the Banfield wellness plan for Hazel, I saved $120 more than I would have, and no telling what another, a regular vet would have charged me for all of this stuff. And I can tell you that the office visit was $48.95, and I don't get charged for that because I have the wellness plan. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all exactly how much it costs and everything, because I don't want anybody saying, oh, she's just crying to get money for Hazel. No. But I did want to do an update. I know everybody gets concerned, and I have not made a video since I've been up here. I've started to make a couple of them, and it just seems like blah, 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 and I'm just kind of all over the place. I've been really tired, y'all. So I've put out a couple of videos that I had kind of saved up, and they're older videos, but I made them in the last week. So anyway, y'all, I'll make another kind of regular video. I want to drive down some of the streets. The trees are amazing. There, you may see like back up in there. I mean, the trees are turning gold and red, and we have different trees up here than we do down in, say, Southern California. You won't see any palm trees up here, but they have lots of maple trees and oak trees, and they're just amazing. So I left Hazel at home. She's really sleepy because of her trazodone. And so I'm going to use this time to do a little bit of grocery shopping. And my son is like me. He only eats kind of specific things and things to take for his lunch when he goes to work. And bless his heart, he has a terrible work schedule. But anyway, suffice it to say, he does not have a lot of food in his house. So I'm going to go in the grocery store and get some things that I can use so that I can have, peanut butter and jelly, bacon sandwiches, grilled cheese, eggs, a few things like that. But anyway, y'all, I love you. I cannot thank you enough for your support of my channel. I'm going to add up what my trip from Oceanside up to Tacoma cost, because I find that interesting. I'm not sure how much it was myself, but it's just kind of informational for people to know. So do something fun today, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye now. Hi, Hazel. Hey, are you at Banfield? Huh? In Tacoma? Hi, sweetie. She's leaning towards that way because it feels good. I think that you're massaging that ear. So Hazel has had some little tests, and we're finally getting to the root of some problems, you guys. So when we get it all figured out, I'll let you guys know. Bye now.